Hey guys, Casey here. Welcome back to Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. And today's Friday. It's Black Friday. And of course, we got a discount here on the crypto market today. And a lot of people have been hitting me up asking me, like, is this the end of the bull market? What's going on? Do you think it's related to, can't really say the word here, but the spread, basically, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And honestly, I don't really think it has anything to do with that. Okay, let me know what your thoughts are on that because as I woke up this morning, I watched the charts and I was just like, wow, we are heading up and now all of a sudden we're down. Um, and it got me thinking because I saw the headlines here. Okay, and we'll get into a little bit of the technicals, but I want to talk about this article and how it relates to why you don't want to sell your cryptos based on emotions. Okay, and we also are going to cover uh, the big question of whether or not we are done with this bull run because if you go over here, okay, you got Bitcoin which reverses. And they're talking about a bear market at $53,500 as Pfizer gains on fresh panic over coronavirus, which I think is really ironic because everything else is down, and now all of a sudden your vaccine companies are profiting and they're up. How does that work? Basically, what I'm saying is there's no correlation in the markets right now, and of course technicals for the most part at this point, at this stage in the bull market, they're not 100% obsolete. Okay, but it's kind of hard to gauge whether it's going to go up or it's going to go down. And quite frankly, I'm not really paying attention to the charts too much. I'm not even really paying attention to the FUD that you're seeing. And that would be my advice to everybody right now is don't panic, remain calm, okay? Because we've seen this before. And time again, Bitcoin will retrace, the entire market will retrace. And then what happens? You get the big institutions coming in and buying everything back up, and the prices go back up, just a few days later. So, again, think about the thoughts that are going into your head that are creating these emotions because as I said before, I woke up this morning and I was reading the news and I was like, holy crap, this is serious. Like this could be the end. And I had to take a step back and think about the thoughts that were going into my head because that's exactly what they want you feeling. They want you feeling panic, they want you feeling fear so that you sell your cryptos. Now, as I've said before in this channel, for ever since I started it, they want what you have. And the only way they can get what you have is if you sell it. So why on earth would you sell it right now, being this close to the end of the bull market, okay? Because we still have another month, maybe a month and a half. I mean, this thing could very easily go into like middle of January, even February, okay? Historically, when it comes to blow off tops in the crypto market, it's always been around like the end of December for altcoins. Bitcoin usually will top out in the first week of December, but obviously we haven't topped out yet. And a lot of people are talking about, 70,000 the top. No, it's not. And I'm basing this on wealth cycles historically with Bitcoin dating back to 2011, as well as, the Elliott wave theories, based on Fibonacci retracement charts. Every single time our our blow off tops have not occurred until like the first week of December going into later December for the alts. Now there's a lot of talk about the extended rallies, right? Well, can the rally be extended? Yes, it can, absolutely. And the more I'm looking at what they're doing here with the news and the FUD and all that, I'm beginning to get on board with Raoul Pal uh, and his basically thought process and opinions on what he's thinking as far as the bull market blow off top and when that time frame will occur. Because if you listen to any of his interviews just recently, he talks about December maybe possibly being a painful month for cryptos. It's going to be a painful ride. There's going to be a lots of ups and downs, and the volatility is going to increase. And I've been saying that as well. So as we approach and get closer to this blow off top and you want parabolic prices, you're going to get big moves up and then you'll get big moves down. And you're obviously starting to see that things are getting more volatile as we move forward. So I just wanted to point that out to you though, because again, I had to take a step back and listen to myself and my thoughts that were coming into my head as I saw this article and this headline and start reading the news. And I was I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, what are the banks doing? Okay, what are the big institutions doing? Because yes, this is serious. This is real. It's a big threat to the actual economy. But when it comes to like moving paper back and forth on markets with stocks, you got to ask yourself this question: will this stop big institutions from buying up stocks or any type of asset? No. Are they going to continue buying? Yes. Okay. Now, why would you stop buying? Why would you stop, uh, doing what you're doing? Why would you all of a sudden just stop your plan and stop executing on your trade that you've been in with whatever asset it is? It doesn't make sense, right? And so, I was thinking, well, what if I were to sell everything right now? Okay, all my bags right now, and I dumped them out on the market. I'd make some serious profit. Okay, but I'm nowhere close to my targets or my goals when it comes to my own portfolio. And I was thinking, oh, well, I could sell, right? And then buy back in on the bottom. And see, that's it. That's the big mistake that everybody's going to make. They're going to sell right now thinking that they're smarter than the market and they can buy in on the bottom. And every single time I've done that, guys, when I've made that mistake, especially in cryptos, you sell out, you think you're smarter than the market, and guess what? You end up getting priced out because it gets bought up so damn quick that you don't have time to react. All right? Because you don't know where things are going to go. Now, if we go to the charts real quick with Bitcoin, I've shown you this in previous videos. I'll leave a link somewhere in the upper hand corner here. You can click on that and go watch it, because I shot a couple videos just in the last week and a half, and I kept showing you that we're in an uptrend with Bitcoin, okay? We've got major support right here at where we're at right now, at $54,261.52 right now. That would be probably around the top of this line that I've got here. And then you've got the bottom support right there at about $52,923. Could we drop down to about 52,000? Yes. And I told you that Bitcoin could come down to as low as 52,000. All right. And those two right there, that's your range zone for this major level of support that dates all the way back here to like March timeframe, April timeframe, or earlier this year. So can we drop that low? Yes. Now we still got the weekly support line right here, and we've got a touch right there. So we bounced off of that. We could come back down. We could even go lower than 52,000, guys. We could even wick below support here and drop to about 51,000 or 51, roughly about 51,000, maybe even 50,000. I'm not going to say that we're going to drop that low, but we could potentially drop that low. And, that would be, like a strong wick below that support there and then bounce back up. That's not unheard of when you're looking at technicals. Now, if we drop below this and we break all this support right here and we fall lower, the next level that I'd be looking at is about 46,640. To me, that would be the lowest that Bitcoin could go, okay, to form a new higher low. That is the lowest that we could go. Because see, if we fell in here, look, we're still above our higher low back here. Okay, so we could still fall that low and still be, let me show you real quick. If I move this down, let's say price fell down in here. Look, your trend's still up. Okay, that's bullish. That's still bullish. So that would be like worst case scenario. I don't think we're going to fall that low. Honestly, I think this is just a shakeout. And I wouldn't necessarily call it, well, I guess you could call it FUD because it's fear, uncertainty, and doubt that they're trying to push through mainstream media. All right. But I wouldn't pay attention to it, to be honest with you, because I can tell you right now, if you do exactly what I told you that I was thinking earlier when it comes to your emotions, and you did sell and you were like, oh, nope, this is it, this is the end, just because, you know, Cointelegraph says that Bitcoin reverses a bear market at 53,500. Well, that's not necessarily true. Okay. And I just showed you why. It's not a bear market. That is not a bear market. So this to me is FUD. So hopefully that calms your nerves there, guys. I would love to cover other stuff in this video, but I just wanted to come out and cover this today because every time I try to cover a project or I try to go into technicals on something, it always seems like, the fundamentals take over for some reason, and then you got to focus on that. So I will come out with a video tomorrow, and I want to talk about Theta because Theta's had some huge updates lately, announcements coming out, and they're I don't know if you guys heard this, but tickets.io just went live on the Theta mainnet, and I want to talk about that and cover that because it ties right into the metaverse. All right, but again, guys, have no fear here. Just remember, when there's blood on the streets, that's when you want to buy. And if you think like the big institutions here, you're going to be okay because I can tell you the big institutions are going to buy this up. Even if we break our major support levels here and we come back down into this area, between like 52,783 all the way down here to like 46,000, somewhere in that area, I can tell you these guys would come in and scoop that up so fucking quick that you blink an eye and this thing's going to be back up $10,000 before you know it. And then you're going to be kicking yourself in the teeth saying, why the hell did I sell? Because now I'm priced out and I'm buying in at higher prices. So until we break below this level here at 46,000, once that happens, then I'd be like, okay, we're in a bear market. But we're not there yet, guys. Not there whatsoever. With that said, that's all I've got for today's video. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this for the first time, go ahead and subscribe as well. Also hit that notification bell if you want to get updates because I've got updates going out. I sent a post out the other day with some news, and you'll get updates probably weekly on like technicals or something that I see or an article that I catch, and I'll just throw it out there for you before I shoot videos. So hit that notification bell as well. And with that said, guys, hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and I will shoot another video here tomorrow. As usual, markets go up and down, so fear nothing, my friends.